Check, check. How we doing? We good, everybody? I'm going to keep it a little quiet tonight. I'm just kidding. Guys, first and foremost, a little correction here. Alex did an amazing job. Yeah, that's right. You're excited. Last minute change. It's actually March 2nd. So the Street University. Who's going there? Everybody going to go? Raise your hands up. Do you guys want to make money? Yes or yes?
Yes.
All right, here we go. First and foremost, I want to give a huge round of applause for everybody that was in front of this room tonight, guys. Give it up for them. They're rock stars. That's right. Last but not least, here's the deal. When you swipe your credit card to join this amazing opportunity, there are people behind closed doors that come to work every single day to allow us to lead better lives for our families as we build our businesses. When I go up there, I smile, I hug them, I thank them, I say, thank you so much for doing what you do. And instead of saying you're welcome, you know what they say? James, no, thank you, because without you guys in the field, we wouldn't have jobs. So give it up one more time, huge, for all the corporate staff you see. All right, let's have some fun now. You guys ready to get pumped? Yes or yes?
Yes.
All right, this side over. When I say Stream, whose time is it? You say it's my time. Stream, whose time is it?
My time.
Stream, whose time is it?
My time.
This side, can we beat them? Yes or yes? Yes. Whose time is it? Whose time is it? Let's do it all together as a big happy family. Stream, whose time is it?
My time.
Whose time is it?
My time.
Well, let's prove it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hi guys, my name's James Levins, like everybody said. You know, I'm from Pennsylvania. It's amazing being down here because 8.5 years ago, I'd never been to Texas. There's nothing wrong with Texas. I love you guys. You guys are way nicer than us in the Northeast, I can tell you that right now. You know what's funny? Every time you run into somebody that you want to approach this business, there's going to be so many different backgrounds of, I don't have enough time, I don't have any money, I don't have this and that. I was the guy who made enough money, but I had no time to enjoy life. That's me. That's my background. My background's in the automotive industry. Anybody else in the car business in here? Look around the room. Raise your hand if you're in the car business. Ready? The rest of them are still at the dealerships. Understand something here. I was a car wholesaler. When you traded your Nissan in at a Mercedes dealer, they don't want a Nissan product. They call me the wholesaler. I buy and sell cars. I bought from 31 dealerships in New Jersey. I bought and sold over 500 cars a month. It sounds pretty cool that you can buy 500 cars a month, but you know what that meant? I didn't sleep. And I made a bunch of money, but I had no time to enjoy it. So I tell people, I'm a guy, I made money, I had an exotic car in my garage worth more than most people's houses. I thought I was living my best life. But then I realized, you know, fast forward, the Stream opportunity came on my lap, and I just sat there and said, I don't have any time to do it. But fast forward 8 years later, I realized that I don't care if you make $1 million a year. If you have no time to enjoy your life or no time to spend with your family, you are broke on a whole different level. And you know what? I look at Alex and the Jelly. I love that story. That's amazing. Family's number one to me in my life, and I love that they can do this. So when Stream was approached me by my big brother Chris, a gentleman named Ryan Morris. You guys ever hear of Ryan Morris? Anybody?
Yes.
He walked into a business meeting and he said, I'm from Texas. We're about to deregulate Pennsylvania, and you have the opportunity to make some money on energy bills. My brother ended up joining about a week or two later. My brother kept calling me and I blew him off. I wanted nothing to do with this amazing opportunity because I didn't find value in it because I had no idea what it was. So my brother wouldn't leave me alone and finally I joined just to shut him up. So if you guys were bugged about this opportunity, congratulations. You're going to be successful. Here's the cool part. I got involved and I treated it like a little hobby on the side because I didn't find value in this. I joined to shut my brother up because I made enough money. I was living my best life as I thought. And then I started understanding the power of a residual income, the power of a life essential service, a commodity that without a college degree or without some big education, you can get paid when people pay their energy and wireless bills. Then Ryan Morris kept calling me every day. Dude, I know you're in. I gotta come meet you. I gotta explain this to you. Because your brother said if you understand this, you'll kill it. I said, Ryan, I did what you guys told me to do. Now leave me alone. I said, I'm out. I did what my brother told me to do. He said, listen, just sit. No. Finally, he called me and said, hey, I want to buy a car. I said, come on over to my lot. I got plenty of time for your money. So he comes over, we sit down. He said, now that I got you, let me explain something to you here. See, you don't understand what we have here. You don't get it. I said, Ryan, do you understand? I kept going back to, I make enough money, bro. I don't care about that stupid 50 cents and 25 cents. He said, do you understand the power of residual? I've never been a part of residual income in my life. I buy a car, I sell a car, I hope I make money, and then I get a commission check. He said, imagine getting paid every time somebody started the car you sold them residually. That'd be pretty cool, right? He said, you are bigger than this. He said, you are wasting your time here. God forbid something happens to your boss. What are you going to do? I said, I'm just going to figure it out. He said, well, figure it out now. You have a $1 billion company sitting on your lap, and you're watching it pass you by. He said, I will literally mentor you and learn what everything I've learned, good and bad, I will put in your brain. But I can't do it for you. You got to want it more for yourself than I want it for you. And I said, you know what, Ryan? I said, if you could do it, a golden retriever could do it. I'm kidding. I love that guy. He's my best friend. But you know what's funny? I said I'm in, but I wasn't all in at the time because, see, I was making enough money. So I was committed, but I wasn't all in. There was a certain instance, fast forward a couple months later. I had a woman join in Maryland. My man Richard, right? Richard, he's a success story. He's a success story. Why? Because it's not about Richard. It's about others creating success, and by default, he creates an amazing future. I had a woman on my 4th level join in Maryland. Never knew anybody in Maryland, didn't care. But she wanted to create success, and she exploded. And by default, I became successful. I'm sitting there buying cars, and I go, oh my goodness, so many people are joining my organization, and I'm not even there. Next thing you know, I'm getting paid when I sleep, and that's very powerful. But the final moment where I realized I was all in was when Ryan Morris and I sacrificed one Saturday afternoon. I went down to Maryland, met this amazing woman. She put around 20 associates in the business in one day in my senior director organization, and I said, this is the greatest thing on earth. And I said, I'm all in. But guess what happened on the way home? We're driving home, Ryan's behind me, and we're going to go to Miller's Ale House in Langhorne, PA, and we're going to celebrate success. Ryan pulls into the airport in Philadelphia. I said, I think he's got a flat tire. I call him. He's like, hey, man, I was just about to call you. I said, what are you doing? He said, my buddy just called me from Colorado. He's got backstage passes to the Black Keys. I'm going to Colorado. I said, and 40 minutes ago, we were going to Miller's Ale House. He said, welcome to residual income. I do what I want when I want. And you know what? I said, I want that. I wasn't jealous of my best friend. I was very envious, and I realized it was possible. I put my head down. Now, here's the deal. You heard from a lot of amazing people in the front of the room tonight, okay? There is no difference between any of you and any of them. There was a small little mindset change that said, I'm sick of it, I need a change, or I'm frustrated in life, and my back's against the wall. I need something different here. And instead of bitching, complaining, and figuring out why it won't work, they said, it's my time. They looked in the mirror and said, I'm all in, and they went all in, and it was their time. And that's what I did. I said, it's my time. I put my head down. I went to work. Now, here's the deal. You guys are all hard workers here in Texas. I know you are for a fact. I worked Monday morning, I blinked my eyes, and I got home Sunday night. But I figured out a way to build this business. Stop making excuses. Stop just letting your life pass you by. I was on the phone between car dealerships. Every second I had free, I was building this business. And I'm very thankful to say that 7 months after I joined this amazing opportunity, I walked away from the wholesale business. Now let me do a disclaimer here, because people think life is handed to them. Everybody wants stuff given to them. They're not willing to work to do it. I worked my you-know-what off for 7 months straight when I finally realized the power of this. Everybody's not going to be successful because they don't want it more than anybody that is successful. That's the rule. There's your disclaimer for the night. So I went to work, and I'm very thankful I became an executive director, not because of me, because of my team. My man said it up here. You bury yourself in other people, and by default, you win every time. That's the power of network marketing. It's the greatest thing ever. So guys, when I speak in front of beautiful crowds like this, I always like to talk about 4 subjects here. Family, debt, charitable giving, and lifestyle. I always start with family because family is #1 to me. My family, I'm so blessed to be part of my family. I'm very thankful that we're a very close family. It's #1 to me. In the car business, I'm going to relate a lot of this to the car business, okay? Because that's what I was lived in for years. I would walk into car dealerships at 10 o'clock at night, and I would see people just sitting there, bell to bell, 7 days a week, bell to bell, open and close. I say, what are you doing here, man? Is you trying to make a living? When's the last time you saw your kid's soccer game? They said, I don't know. What does that mean? And I said, what would you do to make a little extra money to be with your family? Only you can decide that. What would you do a little bit here and there to make some extra money to be home with your family? It's up to you. Debt. Does anybody here have credit cards? Do they have any credit cards in Texas? Last night in Fort Worth, people were like, nope, cash only down here. That is a big deal. If you have a $500 credit card balance, imagine paying this, right? You pay that $12 minimum payment every month, and at the end of the day, when your credit card's paid off, when you're 117 years old, you could have bought 14 new houses and a new white Lamborghini. What would you do to make a little extra money on the side to pay down that debt? You saw when Mark Dean, who did the most amazing job at this presentation, which I'm serious, I couldn't do that. He literally showed you a $445 bottom line right there. Now people laugh at that, they say, it's 445 bucks. That's a lot of money. And it may not be a lot to some, but let me tell you this, $445 residually is life-changing. Because you get $445 this month, go to sleep for 30 days, wake up, and on the 15th again, here's another $445. That is very powerful. What would you do to pay down your debt, making a little extra money on the side? Charitable giving is very, very close to me. It means a lot to me. It comes from my heart. I'm very blessed that I've worked my tail off all my life, and I've been able to donate to charities. I write checks to them. I'm very thankful I can do that. But I've redefined charitable giving in my eyes since I joined this amazing company. See, imagine helping a single mom who doesn't get any help from her baby daddy, or her son's father or daughter's father. You could help her make an extra $500 a month through this opportunity that would bring her child from a public to a private school. That would give her a better car so she could drive her kid around and be safe. You have the opportunity to do that. Imagine a guy who's been in his company for 40 years and he goes in Monday morning and out of nowhere they say, I'm sorry, we're going to have to go ahead and let you go because a hotshot college kid just took your job. You guys could show this man an opportunity and he could end up like Alex Rodriguez or Mark Dean or Michael Whitfield or somebody, and they could replace their income. It's possible through this company, and you can also write checks to charities. I always save the best for last. Who in here likes the vacation? Anybody like the vacation? No. What do you like to do? Nobody raises their hand. If I gave you $100,000 in cash, raise your hand. Would you do it? Yeah, some of you guys just won't, man. Come on! What gets you going in life? How many people in here wake up and they say, I wish I was in one of those tiki huts in Bora Bora right now, sipping pina coladas? Okay, great. We're getting somewhere now. Wake up, everybody. Here's the deal. You want to go to that little tiki hut in Bora Bora, but then when you get home, you're sitting in front of a computer with your wife and you say, you know what? I just checked the bank account. Let's just all go to Billy Bob's in Fort Worth on Tuesday afternoon. How's that sound instead? Nothing wrong with that place. I love it. But guys, it's called reality. What would you do to make a little extra money to live a better life? Okay? You got to start with a vision. It takes a vision. Then you got to put it into action. So many people do this and they don't do this action, right? I'm in the car business. I love cars. I'm very passionate about cars. Driving cool cars is one of my passions, and I'm very thankful that I do that. It's not about the materialistic look at me. It's about, you know what? I appreciate this machine, and I work my tail off so I can drive one of these cars. And it's funny, whenever I take one of my cool cars out, you know, I drive around, and people always want to take pictures and stuff, and it's really cool. And I remember an instance, I said this last night at the Fort Worth meeting. There was one time I was driving one of my cars, and a gentleman, young guy, young hustler-looking kid comes up to me, and he says, man, that's a cool car. That's an amazing car. I've always dreamed about having a car like that. He's like, can I? I'm like, yeah, sit in it, bro. Don't steal it, man. I need a ride home, right? So he's like, this is the coolest car ever. And then I'm all excited. I'm thinking, wow, he's so young and yet he has a vision already this young. He's going to be successful in life. And then like 99% of the world, he flipped it. And he said, I would love to get a car like this, but I'll never get one of these. I'll never be able to get a car like this. Now, most people, as for now, you can probably tell it like it is. Most people would say, oh, did you go up and give him a little hug and say, it's going to be all right, pal. Come here, you'll get a car like this. Nope. I said, you know what, bro? You are 100% correct. You will never have a car like this with the attitude you just showed me. Here's the deal. If you don't believe it can happen, you are right. If you believe it can happen, that's a start. I think in my head, that kid probably is surrounded by bad people. That kid probably is surrounded by scumbag kids who do drugs and bully other people, or that kid's parents are just wastes and they don't want to see their kids succeed. It happens, and I tell it like it is because I've seen it firsthand. That kid can go online and see so many inspirational speakers, motivational speakers that can get him out of that situation. And you know what's funny? I'm very thankful that my family, coming up, I had such an amazing family. My dad, I'm a big car guy. And my dad one teacher told me that I never amount to anything because I wasn't smart in high school. Here's the deal. I always tell people I graduated 5th in my class in high school. Okay, it's pretty cool, right? And then he don't let me finish. I say from the bottom. I graduated 5th in my class from the bottom, and I'm damn proud of it because I had a problem with people telling me that I wouldn't amount to anything unless I followed the traditional way of growing up. And that's it. College wasn't my thing. But you know what's funny? I told my dad, I said, Dad, I want to buy a Porsche 911 one day. He said, I know you're going to be able to buy one of them, son. Anything you put your mind to, you set a goal, you come up with a game plan, you create a vision, and it's yours. And you know what he did? I'm very thankful for my father. I carried every day, every single day I carried this with me. He bought me a Porsche keychain. And he said, you put this on the key ring of your 1985 Chevy S10 pickup truck that you drive every day. And you envision yourself driving that Porsche every single day. And if you want it bad enough, James, you're going to get that Porsche. And I'm very thankful I was surrounded by that because you are who you surround yourself with. You surround yourself with a bunch of losers, broke people who are just negative all day long and hate everybody. You're number 6 if there's 5 of them. If you want to be positive, you surround yourself with positive people. And that's the deal I've learned. I'm very thankful for this opportunity. I canceled a lot of people out in my life. I never thought I'd come to Texas, but you're some of the nicest people I've ever met my entire life. This business has changed my life. Call it cheesy, call it what you want, but I'm a total different person now. Because of this business, I now realize the power, the gift of life is this. Instead of wanting it for yourself, help others achieve their goals and dreams, and by default, you get what you want. That's very powerful, and if anybody disagrees, you're not the smartest person in the room, I can tell you that right now. Here's the deal, guys. I'm going to close it out with this. You know, I'm very thankful for what I have today, but it took 8.5 years to get where I am. People come up to me all the time, and they're like, I want to do what you did. I said, oh, really? You do? Okay. You want to not eat a couple days here and there. You want to not sleep. You want to grind now to live later. You willing to do that? Yes. The second adversity touches them, they quit. It's called 99% of the world today. I'm sick of seeing people give up before they even start. This company can change your life, not only in your bank account, but your personal development, your mindset, and your heart. And because of this company, I'm very thankful. My fiance and I are having our first child in July, and I'm so pumped about this. And you know what's funny? Thank you very much. I can't wait. I'm so pumped. And you know why I'm thankful? Because if I had a kid in the car business, I'd see it when he was in college. If it was smart enough to go to college, but I wasn't. And you know what's funny? Because of this opportunity, because of a vision from Rob Snyder, when my baby girl is born in July, I'm going to be there. When she takes her first steps, I'm going to be there. When she goes to school, if we decide to send her to school, I'm going to be there. The lunch dad, you're damn right I can do it. I'm here 6 days a week. I'll be here. And when people say, why is that lunch dad always here? Because I have residual income and I do whatever I want. And that's a rule. And I want that for everybody, guys. Listen to me right now. You see an opportunity up here. It says $199. I wish this opportunity was $199,000. Why? Because people don't take it seriously. They see $199 and they say, oh, cool, I can make a free energy check maybe. Great. Oh, cool, I can probably get a car payment or two. You could change your life. You could get home with your kids. You could take all the money that you've made in stream, get a residual overhead, a monthly check, month after month. You take all that money, you find your passion, and you can bury yourself in it, doing something you love, not something you settle to do and hate your life. Guys, take this seriously. I want people to succeed in life. I want people to see the stream as the way out. But I can't want it for you more than you want it for yourself. The only thing standing between you and crushing your goals and dreams is the BS excuse you tell yourself every single day in the mirror on why it won't work. Change your mindset and you will change your life. I'm telling you right now, this company, it's 2019. I know people always hear, oh, now's the right time. It's the right time. It's the right family in place, corporate staff. It's the right mindset. Rob Snyder's leading the helm with all these amazing people in the background. It's the right time. You could either watch us pass you by, or you could jump on the bullet train, and it's go time. Are you ready to change some lives, yes or yes?
Yes!
This side over, stream, whose time is it?
My time!
Whose time is it?
My time!
This side over, whose time is it? Whose time is it? Everybody at once, whose time is it?
My time!
Whose time is it?
My time!
I wish you guys nothing but success. success. Go out and make 2019 your year, and here's to living a dream, baby. Boom!